Hello and welcome back to All the Mods 10. Today I will be talking about what I've been up to in this world and showing you some changes that I've been making. So we are on version 0.33, I believe. So let us take a look at the launcher and the changelog, and we'll discuss what has been changed. So again, we are on 0.33. Let's go all the way back to 0.29. And let's see, 0.29 added all the modium. Of course, that's a milestone. We talked about that before. Added the Bumble Zone dimension, updated all the mods, etc., etc. And then on 0.30, they added Iron Spells and Spellbooks. Downgraded EMI because, well, it broke. Let's see, 0.31 added Sophisticated Backpacks. Added Sophisticated Core, which is the library to the backpacks. Added a couple of quests for all the some of the other mods. And let's see, 0.32, they remove easy villagers. Oh no. Added all the wizard gear. Added sophisticated storage. Update to mods. Let's see, 0.33, which is currently the mod as of this video. Mod version as of this video. Updated all the mods to fix multiple crashes. Oh, okay, sure. Okay. All right, so let's go back to 0.29. It is 0.29 that fixed the Ambering the Wither. Let's take a look at our friend in the hyper box. I don't think I did anything with the Wither. I forget. Did I ever do anything with the Wither in the... Okay, no, I didn't. I did not. I left it alone. So anyway, I changed the box to this because someone said that in order to amber the Wither with security craft blocks, let's get the heck out of here, jeez. In order to amber the Wither with security craft blocks and with the hives with a simulator upgrade, you're supposed to make a 7x7 cube, and you're supposed to put the Wither inside, let it explode, and then put the hives on the walls. So this is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it's 7x7 cube, and on the inside is a 5x5 space. Okay, come on, Wither. So inside is a 5x5 space inside, and just the Wither's just flying around, running around inside there, and I have a couple of hives with the amber bees inside, the simulator upgrades. I'm not sure if you need the feeding slabs, but I put one on the front anyway, just in case that you need a feeding slab for it to work. And here's another one right there. And in order to confirm that the bees are ambering mobs, I placed a creeper inside here, and it did amber it. This is the hive that ambered the creeper, by the way. So, you know, it is working with the simulator upgrade, but on the outside. So, not sure what's going on. I mean, maybe I put the hive on the inside, but that's not going to work because, you know, the Wither is just going to shoot skulls at it and break it apart. So, no idea. Maybe I'll make a hole in the wall, but I tried that several times before, and it didn't work. So, who knows? I wasn't able to get it to work with the security craft blocks with the Wither inside, and with the hive with the simulator upgrades. So, I mean, if you put the Wither under the end portal, that will still work. I mean, I recommend doing that because it's a heck of a lot quicker. Real quick. So, yeah, well, we'll just leave this guy alone for now. So anyway, as of 0.29, ambering the Wither has been fixed. So you can still do that under the end portal and get as many Withers as you want. Go to the end and just try to Wither the dragon. Maybe that'll work too. So let's see. Anyway, 0.31 and 0.32 is another important, well, not probably important. It's more of an exciting update, and that's the version that they added the sophisticated backpacks and the sophisticated storage. And yeah, let's take a look at that. Right there, we're in the netherite backpack right here. We all love our backpacks because it can hold a lot of stuff. You can put a lot of upgrades in it. It has a lot of featured stuff. And what do I have in here? We have the advanced feeding upgrade. So right now, I do not have to worry about food anymore. All I have to do is keep this topped off, and I'm good. Of course, you can probably try to use the infinity ham if you want to. Let's see, what else? I have the stacking upgrade tier 4. so I can stack a lot of items on top of each other. As you notice that my food is 190 because we have the stacking upgrade. So I can hold a lot more inside of my backpack. Let's see, we have the advanced restock upgrade. Restocks the backpack from sneak right click in inventory. So if I need a particular block or stack of cobblestone or whatnot, I can use the backpack and sneak right click in inventory or drawer in order to refill it. So that's good. Let's see what we have. Advanced refill upgrade. Keeps refilling stack of selected items in the player's inventory. Allows for more precise targeting. So yeah, also allows middle click picking blocks from backpack. Oh, fancy. That would be very convenient. And what else do we have? We have everlasting upgrade. Backpack becomes indestructible. Can't despawn or fall into the void, which is good because we're using it to hold all important stuff. So yeah, that's the backpack. Do we have the jukebox thing? Oh, we do. All right, let's go ahead and make one because we always like a jukebox upgrade. Let's see. Upgrade base, redstone dust, jukebox. Okay. Let's go in here. Okay, jukebox. One of those. And then place that right there. We only have one slot left. And what are we gonna put in it? No? Hey, where did that disc go? Oh, I know where I put it. It's in there. I'm gonna go get back. Let's see. That one? It's that one, right? Okay, let me get that. And then I'm gonna put that right there. Let's see. Music. 50. I'll put this back in 50. Alright. Go back in here and play it. Yeah. Okay, that's all you get because YouTube. Alright, so that's the backpacks. Let's go check out the new chests from Sophisticated Storage. Here we go. I replaced all the vanilla chests, spanning this entire side with the Sophisticated chests. So that means we'll use less channels on our AE2 cables. Of course, if we go over here, we stuffed all the stuff that was inside the vanilla chest, inside just 4 chests, I believe. Okay, 5 chests. And we are able to do that because of the stacking upgrade tier 5. We can put another one, I believe, right here. Let's try and make one then. Here, stack. No Minecraft music. No, cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. We can't have nice things on YouTube with music. All right, so let's go ahead and make the tier 5 another one. There we go. And then we can probably put another one inside chest. Right? Ah, we can. Go ahead and sort that. Alright, great. I don't think it gave us any extra slots because all these items in here, it's just like one item stuff. If it goes over like 1,000 or maybe 2,000 or whatever, we're more inclined to put that inside a drawer. So, what's this? Oh, interesting. All right, so stacking upgrades, fantastic. So we'll probably just move this stacking upgrade to another chest. That one has one, that one has one, that one has one. So is that, so is that. Okay, this one doesn't have one. We'll put that right there. Does this have one? I'd rather put that in here. Hold on. Because we're exploring the world, and we're using the dimension chest thingy in order to offload from our inventory. We'll probably need to use this. So we'll probably just put the stack up right here. Okay, great. Lots more room. A heck of a lot more room. And you can color your chests. Sophisticated. And if you go all the way down here, you can see different kinds of barrels you can make for sophisticated storage. You can make colored ones. You can make diamond versions, netherite barrels. And if you keep going, you'll probably see the chests as well. Shulker boxes, look at that. There's the white one that we used. You can use orange, yellow, red. Fantastic. Not the old boring brown vanilla chest that you see. And yeah, that's great. That's great. That is great. So that's the sophisticated storage chest that we have. But of course, we did lose something in 0.32, and that is the easy villagers. It was removed because of the crashing issue in the server environment. But if you really, really want that, you can add it back in and just risk the consequences. It'll probably work in a single player world because you know, you're not in a multiplayer server or anything. But that doesn't mean you're not going to get crashes. So before I updated, I removed all the villagers from the easy villagers blocks and placed them all in here temporarily. This is the temporary accommodations, and not very comforting for them right now. But oh well, they're there. They're there. At least they haven't disappeared into the void because we removed the mod. So yeah, that's the thing. All right, so we fly around. You'll see some visual changes. Obviously, we changed out the drawers. Look at that. No more these randomly colored drawers. That was a bad idea. Making a drawer diamond colored because it holds diamonds, or making a drawer like emerald color because it holds emeralds. Just want to be more consistent, so that's what I did. Make the top part of this all white and the bottom all black, and it looks like a lot better. Looks better. So, of course, another visual change was the chest, as we talked about. No more of that boring brown vanilla chest. And then you may notice the bees. Look at that. We have some visually pleasing bee structures. And these structures over here holds the vanilla bees, making that our honeycombs. And I'm using a modular router in the back in order to export that into our ME network. All right, so again with the bees over here, changed this a little bit, made it match the diorite aesthetic. Put some more glass here so the bees won't clip out. I don't think anyone clipped out. All right, great. And I expanded out the drawer system over here. We have a heck of a lot more drawers here, so we can hold our outputs, combs and comb blocks, the outputs, and I put in another ME network inside here. So we have a controller here. We have some crafting CPUs, just crafting our combs into comb blocks. And we have a lot more of these heated centrifuge. We have dedicated ones of certain combs, like the ancient combs. We have the draconic combs, vibranium. We have one for the aldemodium. We have one for the unobtainium combs. And then we have two more extras with dedicated ones. And every other combs, as you see here, goes into the first one. And it's still going. It's still going. Look at that. It's producing all that output. And for all the output, we have these interfaces down here, which is just exported into the main ME network. And there's a main ME network cable just right under here, just importing it back to the ME network, which is all the way over there. So we come over here, we have all the beehives, no more of that individual random wooden colored wood huts. I decided to match the aesthetics of the diorite, make it a little bit more modern, and place all the beehives next to each other, which is it looks nice. It looks nice. Look at that. It looks like one big store. You know, it starts playing that old jingle window shopping song from the classic times, and you just walk past and you get a sense of shopping fever. You just go inside here and you just, oh, what can I pick up from here? Maybe I'll pick up some nether stars, or maybe I'll pick up some unobtainium, you know, that all that good stuff. And all the while, it plays that looping music of window shopping from whoever wrote that thing. So look at that redstone, pick up some redstone, diamonds, gold, iron, echo shards, slime balls, dirt, and what is this one? Sand, dirt, and clay. Okay, great, great. And I have room to expand all the way out to here. And if I run out of room, I'm going to get rid of this and keep going. I'm just going to keep going because look at all that space. Look at all that space. I'm going to mow all those trees and nature down and just put more storefront down. Just like real life. So, let's see. It wouldn't go that long, really. I mean, how many combs do we even have anyway? Combs? Oh, that's block. Okay, that's not a lot. That's not. We probably went up to like halfway or something like that. So we probably like got another half to go. So I probably wouldn't be making. Yeah, I'll probably be making all of that. Of course, that'll take a while. And if I need more cable, I'm gonna have to run another cable from the controller. And let's see. We have 3 blocks of the controller down here. And I'm going to just keep going down. And keep running more cables out to here. Alright, so, of course, these cables, the orange one and the green one, is part of the ME network that's down here. It's part of this controller. And the storage monitors monitor the main ME network that's all the way over there. So the redstone that you see here, that's the redstone stored in the main ME network. And I had to extend another cable from the ME network from over there. I had to run another one down this main midway and then cross the walkway here and into there. So yeah, I had to do that anyway because, you know, I'll be importing all the output from the farm back into the ME network. So yeah. All right. So another thing with the bees is I will also be placing down more ambered mobs. As you see here, I am currently farming the wither. I'll be placing down the possessed elder guardian. I'm not quite sure where I put it. I think I put it inside a chest or something. Ambered. Here we go. All right, here are the ambered mobs. Let me grab all of these. All right, great. Get rid of these. All right, we got in case how just in case we need more beef or we need more leather, we can do that. We got the wherever this guy is. Don't know what he drops. We got the not what this guy is called. Ah, evokers. Right. Okay. Okay, we got the gas in case we need gas tiers. Get rid of that just in case. We got a goat. I don't know if he drops horns. I just grabbed them anyway. So, we got the mushroom. We got the pillager. We got the. This is the possessed version, I believe. Let's see. This one. Another one. Is that okay? I got 2 now. Wait a second. You're the axe guy, and you're the. Oh, okay. And you are Vindicator. Right. Of course. The one with the axe. Alright, and here we go. We got the Possessed Elder Guardian. And then we got another Wither. Because I was testing to see if it works. And let's see. We got, wait, what was that again? Okay. Yeah. I got another Wither. And another one. And the one. The Vanilla one. So yeah, those are the Amber Womps that I got. And I may be placing down like 3 or 4 more. There we go. And of course, the wannabes. Did I put that in here? Those are the allergy bees. Okay. I'll probably put these in here. Let's see. The ancient bees. I have a lot of. The amber bees. Okay. The withered bees. More withered bees. What are these? Allergy bees. Okay. Now, do I have any more wannabes? Okay, I have 32 more wannabes, so I'm good with the wannabes. So the thing with the wannabes is that they are breedable again, but the thing is, let's see if I can press U on this, or maybe press R on that. No? Okay. Well, in order to breed the wannabes, you need the disc fragments. Of course you do. You need the disc fragments, but how many do I have? I have 344 disc fragments, so what you do is take some disc fragments, and you take some wannabes. There we go. Put it inside the breeding chamber. Let me get this back. Put 2 of these guys in there. Put the disc. And it'll start to breed. Look at that. And you're not wasting my disc fragments right now. So we'll just put that back for now. But hey, I mean, they're breedable, so that's good news. At least you don't have to make the egg, which is right there. At least you don't have to make this stuff again, which is a pain in the ass. So, yeah, that's good. All right, let's put this back inside here, put this back in here, and we'll just let that go. Okay, so those are the amber bees and the wannabes. And let's talk about the elephant in the room. We have shaders. We have shaders. So it's not part of the pack just yet. This is a user-specific addition. So if you want to add the shaders, you'll have to do it yourself because it's the shader mods are not ready yet. Not ready yet. In fact, I think these mods are alpha versions. So if you want the shaders, you'll have to go into the Discord, all the mods Discord, go to that specific channel, ATM 10 General, and there's a pinned message where you can get the files. It is Sodium and Iris. You download both those files and you stick them into your mods folder under the ATM 10 pack. So in order to get to that folder, you just press escape. You go to options. Can I go to mods in that? Okay. You can go to mods and then you just open the mods folder. Click this button and it should open the Windows Explorer window and your mods folder. That's where you should put the 2 mod files. So after you do that, in that same folder, look for a mod called Embedium. You'll have to disable that. Move it away, move it to a different folder, delete it. Well, don't actually delete it. You might need it. Just move it to a different folder, or rename it. Put .disabled at the end of the file name, and you'll be good to go. Because we can't have Embedium and Sodium at the same time. So once you get Sodium and Iris in that mod folder, you load up Minecraft, and you go to Options, go to Video Settings, and this is what it looks like. This is Sodium. And then you go to Shader Packs, and these are all the shader files I have. You'll have to get it yourself, because if you don't have any shaders whatsoever, I mean, the pack's not going to give it that because it's not official yet. So you have to go to CurseForge, look for these shader files. There's a shader category inside there. Get whatever shader you want. Get complimentary, reimagine, get some BSL shaders. I'm using miniature shaders right now. Get some Silders, whichever shader works for you, that looks good to you. Just yeah. So once you get those files, just go ahead and open the shader pack folder. It'll open that particular folder inside there, and then you stick your shader files in there, and you'll be good to go. If that folder doesn't exist, then you might have to reload Minecraft, or you might have to make that folder yourself. So yeah, that's good. So of course, in Sodium, you can just tweak the settings, make it maybe go faster, probably a little bit, maybe, and you'll have some shaders. But of course, since they're alpha versions, your mileage may vary. It works for me, but hopefully it works for you too. But I've heard that it does work for everyone. So yeah. So if it doesn't work, well, you'll probably have to wait longer. All right, so those are the shaders. Let's go to the house. I wanted to build some kind of like oldie, traditional, medieval looking house, but it didn't happen. Because it didn't match the diorite arch aesthetics that I have going here. So I decided to use more diorite and decided to build like a modern looking house. Look at this. We have diorite up the butt. We have some pillars, just to make it look a bit fancy. We have some lighting on the sides. This is from Simply Lights, I believe. Yeah, Simply Light. And we have some glass, some chipped. These are actually, are these actual panels? I think these are actually panels. Okay, yeah. This is from the chip mod. And we have a door, which is from Frameworks. Just apply the chip block to it, and it looks like that. And all of this is from Framework, so it can work with the door. What is this? I also put some deep slate blocks down just to contrast it a little bit. Make this little bit sticking out. It's not completely done yet. I might change it a little bit because obviously it's not furnished. We have a whole bunch of wide looking windows out here. Like all those modern looking houses. It just it just doesn't have a lot of privacy, does it? It's just like full on windows. It's like you have to have some windows just to show all the neighbors, show the people passing by just how rich you are. So yeah, that's probably what the windows are for, right? It's not for looking out there, looking at the nice river and the mountains that we're gonna mow down eventually. I'm probably gonna put like some kind of second level somehow. Not quite sure. It's probably gonna be open planned. I'm probably gonna stick my bed up here. You know, just have a skylight for all the airplanes going by, taking a good look. And yeah, that's the modern looking house. I probably like away from keyboard here wherever I need to, in here, and yeah. So we have a couple of frames. We have the templates just in case we lose all of them. We can use these as a backup. We have the titanium, vibranium, aluminum. We have the vanilla smithing template. I don't know what was here. What was there? Ah, that's right. This thing. I'm just gonna leave it here. All right, so we have the good old jetpack. It has served us well in early game, so we're gonna stick it on the wall and praise all its early game glory. We have the satchel, which is the previous version of personal storage that we used before we switched to the backpack. In fact, I'm just gonna get the portable item cell. It should be, I'm not quite sure which one I used. This is the 1K, this is the 4K. Okay, it's the 1K that was really good to me because the 4K had less types. The 1K had a little bit more types. So, you know what? I'm going to stick it on the wall too. There we go. That's fantastic. And I have a couple of chests just for building materials because I'm not done with the house. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the house. This is more simply lights. This is black blocks. It just emits light. Might need a couple of lights here. Might need a couple of lights on the roof. Not quite sure how to do that without looking bad. And outside, we got a couple of hedges. We got a walkway. Got a little nice garden of warped and crimson trees. And probably gonna need some furniture to match the house, inside and outside. All right, so another thing that I built is this little thingamajiggy right here by the beach, by the riverside, and it was supposed to look wooden. I built it out of wood before, with acacia wood and acacia roof, with the macaw's roof, and if you look inside here, I did make the roof. I had to dismantle it because it didn't fit. It didn't fit with everything else. I had to dismantle it and replaced it all with diorite. Now it looks, it fits better. It fits better. So if you look inside here, well, don't crash. Don't. Okay, I crashed. Okay, we're back. Had to edit some NBT data because the fishing barrel from the chip mod crashed me. And since I'm standing right in front of it looking at it, it kept crashing me and I couldn't enter the world. So let's try to deal with that right now. Because I wasn't looking at it directly when the door was closed. Just kind of sneak in here. Just kind of get to that door. Okay. I think we're good. Yeah? Are we good? Okay. Let's just not go in there. Let's just not go in there. So, if you look inside here through the window, it was originally acacia. So, that's some of the stuff that I didn't change. Where's that fishing bag? That's like right there. Right there. That little... This is what we get for playing an alpha pack. Alright, so, where is... Here we go. Lie down. Alright, so other things that I've changed is since we added Croptopia, we have a whole lot more crops to plant down. So, if we come over here, this is the crops so far, all the farmland that I planted down. Following that more of the modern take on it, I decided to expand out into random squares and random rectangles of water channels and stuff. So this is what you see. So this is what I get. So I wanted to use this particular space for growing rice, but it didn't work the way that I wanted. So it was supposed to be planted on water and you get rice, but yeah, it doesn't work that way. You just plant it on crop farmland and you get rice. Figures. Yeah, we got like a whole bunch of crops growing. I got most of them. We got corn, we got coffee, we got the rice, we got ginger, artichoke, And of course, we planted down on the Just Dire farmland. Most of the farmland is going to be Just Dire farmland, but it's only over here that's currently farming up the stuff. So, I mean, I should. It doesn't need to do it because I already reached the max capacity of all these drawers over here. So these are all the crops that I collected so far, and they're all filled. So they have void, so there's no point gathering any more crops. But you know, it'll be kind of nice in order to make some foods from it. You look at Croptopia. Here's all the crops, and here's all the food that you can make. So that's good. So I might build something when I'm bothered enough in order to make. Maybe I'll put it right here. Maybe just a little slice of diner, a little tiny diner, and then you can use a cooking station or make the food. So yeah, that's great. Of course, originally this actually held all the easy villager blocks, like all along here. So maybe it'll come back someday. Who knows? But of course, if I click this chest, they're all empty. I put all the easy villagers blocks inside here, and they're all gone. Maybe in the future it'll just magically appear again. Who knows? But probably not. Probably not. It's probably all gone. So that's a shame. But of course, we kept the villagers, so that's good. All right. So, aside from the crops, I do something with the animals and built some kind of funky looking farm over here. And I'm not quite sure where I'm going with it, but you know, I'm going with it. So it's not done yet. Not quite sure what this side's gonna look like. I know I'm gonna have some room for the animals to walk around in. Maybe over here, have some random animals over here, and then maybe I'll close up the walls and do some inhumane things inside here so nobody can take a look. Maybe farm some wool. Maybe have some chickens above hoppers and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the barn. So when I'm bothered enough in order to finish that, I'll go ahead and finish it. We have a little swimming pool right down here. I don't know, I felt like putting down a pool. And we can also use this as a fishing spot because right now this is the plains biome and not the river biome, and certainly not the warm ocean biome. So we can just fish up the regular stuff from here if we need to. Let's see. Okay, that's the crops. That's the barns. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take this opportunity in this episode in order to talk about how we got to this point, like loadout gears and maybe some tips and tricks that maybe some of you are getting started right now. You might hey, that's a good tip, and that's some good gears that I wouldn't mind using because that looks very useful. So right now I'm still rocking the Eclipse alloy armor because we did get all the modium, we did get the vibranium, and we did get the unobtainium. Although the unobtainium is a little bit better in the armor department, it doesn't have creative flight like the Just Dire things does. So when we rectify that in the future, maybe with like an angel ring or a flying ring or something like that, we'll just switch to the unobtainium armor. But for now, we're still using this. We're still using this. So how many times you gonna go out and battle? Because you know we're busy at the base making machines, and we're not exactly battling any mobs right now, since we do have that little pylon down there just to prevent that. So yeah, that's the armor that we have right now. I'm still using the Eclipse alloy Paxel, although there are other Paxels that you can make in the future, such as what is this? Aldemodium alloy Paxel, which is doesn't have a recipe yet. You can't make it. Let's see. We have other Paxels from mechanisms. Let's see, steel ones. We have the other Just Dire Dings tier Paxels. Yeah, I'm still rocking the Eclipse alloy Paxel, so that's good. It does have all the enchantments on it and whatnot. All right, so let's see what else we got. We got the pocket storage tier 4. Is there one above this one? I don't think so. I think that's the max one. Yes, it is. All right, well, I don't know if Danks mod is going to make it into the NeoForge 1.21.1, but oh, by the way, we're on NeoForge 1.21.1. So, yeah. Don't know what mod's going to make it to here, but you know, we got to stick to what we have, and what we have is pocket storage. So if we have things coming, well, you know where this is going, right? You know where this is going. So other loadout stuff, we have the backpacks, obviously. We talked about the other personal storage stuff that you could use early in the game. But, you know, yeah, backpacks, just use it. It's not that hard to make. R, come on. All right, backpack. It's not that hard to make the lower tier ones when you're starting out. And here is the regular old backpack. So it just takes leather, you know, chest, string, and you're good to go. Next one you should be going for is probably like the iron one. Where's the iron one? Here we go. Here's the iron one. Surrounded with iron. And get the next one. And then from iron is the gold one. Diamond one is next. Then the next one's netherite. So once you get netherite, then use the smithing template and you get the netherite one. So, and then you can also put some upgrades in it. So, aside from the backpack, let's put this back. There we go. And let's see. Let's take a look at the backpack. We have a good old boat. We have torches, angel blocks. If you want to go up high and start something up there. Found an angler's hat for some reason. We have some bee cages, arrows. We have a good old bee nest helmet. Did the recipe change for this? Because I think the recipe has been changed. No, I don't think so. Bee nest and the diamond helmet. No, I don't think it's been changed. It's weird. I think somewhere along the line it changed some kind of like weird recipe to make it harder. I'm not sure. So we have the bee hat right there. We have a good old brush, buckets. We have a building gadgets for building stuff easily. Copy paste gadget. Now, of course, some of this stuff does require power, such as the Paxel right here. That requires power. Like the maximum tiers in the Just Dire Things stuff does require, you know, wireless power or personal batteries on us in order to power these things. So again, with the Eclipse Alloy stuff, creative flight is not possible without constantly charging your armor. So in order to do that, you may want to take a look at the wireless power right here. Here's the player transmitter from the power mod. You just make this thing and you make your binding card, dimensional card, and then you'll be good to go. Just stick it right in there. You might have to right click an Enderman somewhere. And for the longest time, I started out with the player transmitter, the starter tier, and it's been good to me so far. It hasn't run out of power and I haven't fallen out from the sky. So you want to start with the starter one. That's fine. You know, just don't go crazy with the power. I only upgraded this because, you know, I was doing like crazy power with the destruction gadget. So if you go in here, the building gadget requires power. You know, the copy paste gadget also requires power. Personal shrinking device, that requires power. The ultimate energy cubes that you're carrying around for some reason for your digital miner, that also requires power. You know, a lot of stuff requires personal power, and wireless power is probably in your best interest to make it. So your Eclipse hull, that requires power. Your Eclipse bow, that also requires power. Your little Silk Touch pick that you have on hand, that also requires power. So yeah, those are the things that require power. Your armor that keeps you in flight, that requires power. So just your night vision, all your upgrades that you have, that requires power. So yeah, that's it. So if you're still using your portable cell from EE2, that requires power. So a lot of things require powers in this pack. All right, so other things, I mean, crafting on stick, make that early on if you don't have like your wireless terminal. And of course, we do have a wireless terminal right there. That's your AE2 network. And you have a key binding it. I have my key binding to V in order to open the terminal. So you just stick that into your bauble slot or your curio slot right there, and you just press the key. No fumbling around with the hotbars. Let's see, same thing with the backpack. Just bind it to a different key. I have that on C. You can put all the other items in here. Of course, you should go exploring every now and then. And take a look at my map. It's pretty large. Look at that, pretty large, because there are a ton of villages, a ton of structures out there in this dimension anyway. And just look inside chests and you'll find stuff like artifacts and relics. Let's see, I have my leather belt in order to increase these slots. You have your kitty slippers from the artifacts. Creepers avoid the wearer. The bastion ring. I don't know. I guess it helps somewhat with the piglins. Feral claws from the artifacts. We have this plastic drinking hat, which makes us eat and drink faster. You have this little necklace that increases the length of invisibility after taking damage. Yeah, just use whatever makes just use whatever you think is good. We have a stone cutter on a stick. Believe it or not, that's not the only thing that's on a stick. So you have crafting bench on a stick. We have stone cutter on a stick. So you just stick that right there. Put a key binding on it, and you'll be good to go. Other slots, you can put your spell books even into the magic stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, if you take a look at the relics that I collected so far, these are all the relics that you can get. Other relics that you can get that's worth it is you get the infinity ham right there. Because, it's infinite food. You just eat it, and it just regenerates itself. And you level it up, it heals your hunger even faster. So that's good. Or maybe heals more hunger. Yeah, it heals more hunger. So, yeah, that's worth getting, the infinity ham. Other than that, if you can find yourself the other one, which is right here, is the everlasting beef, which kind of works like this, but a little bit less because it just does like almost 2 shanks of hunger. But this one can do a lot more. So if you can find the infinity ham, good. Your magnets, simple magnets, get one, or just use this one, universal attractant from artifacts. If you can find it, that is. So yeah. Time in the bottle. If you can make the time in the bottle early on, make that as soon as possible, because if you're thinking about getting to the bees, this is really good for the bees. Because all the way over here, if you're thinking about using the breeding chamber or the incubator or the heated centrifuge or whatever, especially the breeding chamber and the incubator, this is like all max upgrades, and it still goes really slow. So just use time in a bottle to make one. You just right click a couple times if you're breeding, or if you are putting it in the incubator, just use time in a bottle in order to make it go faster. It'll be a lot better for you. So you don't have to stand there for hours and waiting for the machine just to complete like a stack of bees. Also with the productive trees and the getting the pollen, you can also do the same thing with the beehives. Just right click a couple times with the timing bottle and just get your pollen right click quick. So yeah, that's time in a bottle. But of course, in order to make the time in a bottle, it's a little bit involved. It didn't used to be this recipe. Look at that. What, they changed it to pickaxes? Neptunium pickaxes? Really? You expect us to get all of this from fishing? Oh, that's a good deal then. I like fishing. Sometimes. The Vengeance pickaxe? You want us to make the Vengeance pickaxe? Oh, well, there's another tip right there. If you want Fortune 5 and you want an early game, go ahead and get into Evilcraft. Not that hard to make. But, it is Fortune 5. So if you want to make that, go right ahead. Look, pickaxe, if you want to do that, go ahead. Neum? How the heck do you even say that? Occultism, really? Occultism isn't that hard. Just do rituals and get it. Blaze gold, again, not that hard to make. So, yeah. The recipe changed. It didn't used to be like this. But of course, you still need the productivity omega, which takes heart of the sea. So you'll be hopping around the oceans in order to look for pirate ships and treasure in order to find heart of the sea. So good luck with that. And let's see, upgrade blocks. You need the gamma version, so you need echo shards. Beta version, you need nether stars, of course. So time in a bottle, definitely not that early in the game. But if you can get it that early in the game, like, go ahead and use it. Because you just need to allocate all the time by having it in your inventory. So, yeah. Alright, so time in a bottle, another good item to have. What was the recipe before? What did I have to make? Maybe like a whole bunch of these. I remember there's like 4 of these in order to make it. So yeah, if you don't want to like look around for treasure in order to find heart to sea, you can just get it from the Bee Queen trades from the Bumble Zone. Good luck with that. Look at that royal jelly. She's asking for royal jelly for that. Or you just get into Mechanism, make some Antimiter or whatever in order to get Tar of the Sea. Rituals. Let's see, which one's the easiest to make here? Yeah, the ritual's easiest to make. You can get these blocks, no problem. If you're exploring, that is. Of course, you need to sacrifice any fish. Vanilla fish, by the way. Let's see, summon, possess Elder Guardian. Possess art. Oh, okay. Okay. This is the summoning ritual for the possessed Elder Guardian. Right. So if you can get that one and you got the ambering thing going on, you can go ahead and do that because that's what I have doing right now. Where is that one? Let's see, this one is the gas, Warden, Wither, more Withers. Ah, here it is. Yeah. That's the possessed Elder Guardian right there. There you go. And of course, I can show you the occultism stuff right here. All the way over here. In this dark tower. This is why I put the apothic enchantment stuff. So, if you don't know the setup for the shelves, I just randomly place things down and just get the numbers up. Because you need to go in a certain order. In a certain order right here. You start out with the hell shelves, then you go to the sea shelves, I think. Let's see, the hell shelves is a max of 60, right? And you go to the sea shelves, and sea shelves is a max of 60s also. Actually, you can go either one. You can go hell shelf or you can go sea shelf. Whichever one you want to start with, just go with those. Because you gotta look at the max. The Eterna, that's the stat to look at. That's the max of 60. And the hell shelves, that's also a max of 60. This one's a max of 60. This one's 65, this one's 60, this one is the regular old hell shelves, like starts at 45. So in order to get past that, you need to make the deep shelf stuff. So here's the deep shelf stuff. You get a max of 70 or 75 by making those things. And here's the max of 80. And here's the end shelves that put you to 90 or 100. So once you get up to this, then you have the potential of maxing everything out. So of course, you don't have to keep maxing everything out because there are some things that you need to make in order to put one of the stats down. And you need to look for the stats that has the negative numbers, such as the B shells that gives you negative 30 in Eterna. And the melon shells gives you like -2. So I end up making like a heck of a lot of melon shells in order to bring like either Eterna or Quanta down. And I didn't need to make the B shelves. I didn't need that. I just made the melon shelves. Here's the stone shelves that'll take you down to 3 in Eterna and 7.5 in Arcana. You know, you have options. You have options there. And then if you want the enchantment clues, you can make the hell shelf a site. There's the masterful site and stuff like that. So yeah, here's another one, deep shelf of the arcane treasures. It's like -15 in Quanta Arcana. Allows for treasure enchantments. Oh, did I ever make that? I don't think I ever made that one. That's a particle chat. Okay, great. Okay, we'll take a look at that later. So aside from that, make the library if you can, then infuse the library in Alexandria, and you're good. And you need to just farm some enchantments, heck of a lot more, and then just place it in the library until you get what you want. Get the enchantments that you want. So in order to coax the enchantment table, give you what you want, just make these tomes of helmets or any swords. If you're looking for sharpness, just make the tomes of where's the weapons? Here we go. Tome of Weaponry. And this kind of acts like a sword, you know, like a weapon, this tome. So it'll just coax the enchantment table to give you enchantments for swords, weapons, stuff like that. So that's how you try to farm enchantments and place it down in the library. If you still can't get what you want, such as like, I don't know, efficiency or sharpness, just go back to your villagers. Just buy your books. You have done your Minecraft vanilla stuff, right? You should get that out of the way before you do any of this stuff. So you just do the mods along the way if you're going for vanilla stuff. So yeah, here are the enchantments. You can go for efficiency, click all your books here, get your books and stuff like that. And yeah. If you don't have a particular enchantment, just keep farming the stuff with the tomes, or just go to your villagers, buy it for 1 emerald and 1 book. You already convert your villagers already. And just place down your library, and you'll be good to go. That's how you max it out. Because the maximum for, let's say, efficiency is like 9. So if your library is only showing like 5, you need to keep going. Keep going. And don't be afraid if you stop off at 8, just get 2 of those books, combine it to make 9, and put it back to the library. So it'll max it out. Just unlock 9 in the library before you actually take it out. Yeah, that's the enchantment. So if you go up here, we have the brewing stand, stuff like that, potions. And if you go here, here's the occultism. Here's the pentacle. So in order to begin with the occultism stuff, all I had to do was make 1 crusher. Just 1. The weakest one. The lowest tier one. And I have them right here. Here we go. There it is. And he's still holding end blocks. Amazing. Okay, back in you go. Back in your cage. Okay, so the reason why we need crush end stone. Crush. Here we go. Here it is. Crush end stone for occultism because we need to make the purple chalk. In order to make that, we need to crush end stone in order to make it. And lo and behold, this is the only way to get crush end stone. And not by using one of many of our machines in order to crush end stone. So yeah, you need to go through a crusher in order to get this pentacle right here. This is, as far as I know, this is the pentacle that's maxed out. There's everything you need in order to make your possessed elder guardians, to summon that, and to summon other creatures as well, and to make your satchels. And if you mouse over that, what does it say? Yeah, it'll tell you what the current pentacle is that's compatible. Look at that. Look at all the pentacles that's compatible with all these rituals. So yeah, I mean, if it's not the right pentacle for your rituals, you can just use the brush right here and just redraw it, whatever. So that's your occultism stuff. Up here, this is where the purple fire is, so you throw stuff in to get the occultism components. And that's about it for the occultism stuff. And down here, I don't know what to put down here. Alright, so next, we talk about exploring everywhere. So if you are looking for a place in particular, you need to get your explorer's compass and your nature's compass. And where's the explorer one? Here it is. Here's the nature's compass. You use this to look up a particular biome, such as the deep dark, which is you will be looking for. And you'll also need to look up the warm ocean, which you might also be looking for. And yeah, that's about it for nature's compass. For explorer's compass, you may be looking for things such as the ancient city. Look at that, there's the ancient city. And other structures in, you may be looking for the bastion remnant sometime in the future. That's all I can think of, really. So yeah, nature's compass, explorer's compass. Believe it or not, some people don't know this one exists. I didn't know it existed, and said, wait a second, there's a different compass here. Then I decided to make it, and it was actually a useful item. So yeah, that's the explorer's compass. So again, get the vanilla stuff out of the way. Go to the nether, go to the end, get that stuff out of the way, because you're gonna need to go to those dimensions to get other stuff. And no, I'm not talking about the elytra. The elytra, I'll use that once. Just once? Yeah, I only used it once. At 3 of these. So yeah. Aside from getting the vanilla stuff out of the way, I mean, if you're exploring around, just and you get stuff, you find stuff. I don't know. Let's say sand. Really, if you find a desert, and if you can stock up on sand, just go ahead and do it, because it may seem trivial now, but it might be important down the line. You might need it for like a mod that's going to be added, or a mod that you don't really know what's about, but you need to get this particular component and you didn't know, and now and then you need to go out there and farm that particular item which you don't have. So this is why if you go into the bees, just to make all the bees for all the resources. That's what I'm planning on doing. But I haven't finished it yet, so that'll take a while. But if you don't have a particular resource, I can just go to the desert and get some more sand. Why the heck not? I mean, just look at that. Hold on. Look at this big, massive place that I can get sand from. Look at that. I can get regular sand, and I can get red sand. And I can get a heck of a lot of terracotta and gold right here. It's fantastic. All right, so let's see. I talked about the Eclipse Paxels. Yes, the suspicious blocks. I'm not going to go to the Nether right now because it's probably going to lag me. But I talked about suspicious soul sand and how you need to find that at the bottom of the treasure bastion. You know, the one with all the gold blocks down the middle with the lava pit there and the magma block slime. Yeah, that place. I found those just floating around on the bridge down there next to the gold blocks. You just mine it up. Well, brush it away. Brush it away. That's important. Um, but I did find one suspicious soul sand like right on top of the roof. So yeah, you have to mine that away in order to find it. So it's not necessarily down the bridge if you don't find it. Just look around. Just rip that place apart in order to find it. But be careful because you know it's affected by gravity, and if it falls down, it breaks, and then you're not going to be able to brush it. So yeah. All right. So in order to find that stuff, you've been playing this pack for a while. Just make sure you render new chunks because you just look at the old regular chunks that you previously had, it's probably not going to be there. So you need to render new chunks. And if you don't find it there, and you just need to move on. You just need to move on to a new location. Just find another ancient city. Just find another bastion. You know, it may be you may be visiting more than one location. So yeah, that I've been guessing for a while, and what else do I have in here? I don't know. I got a trident here. I maxed it out with the enchantment as usual. Got some golden apples. Let's see. I got some frame block tools, diviner tool. I stopped using this thing. It was useful for a while. Look at that. I didn't even break it yet. Look at this. Jeez. Spyglass. 1 out of 16. I don't know what that's about. Let's see. I got a sentry from Security Craft. Let's see. Oh yeah, the villager hat from Artifacts decreases trading prices for the villagers. So if you're wearing that, that means it'll take the bookshelf price down to 1 emerald, and you know, go have fun with that. If you find like a villager hat and you have converted villagers, you can go play the stocks again. And let's see, what's this? Angler hat. Oh yeah, that's good for fishing. I'll wear that sometime. Maybe during retirement. Digital miner, good for finding ancient debris in the nether. If you need some more, and if you don't have the ancient bee, that's good. All right, so future stuff that I plan on doing. You look over here, you see these funky looking trees. It's a tall boy right here. What is this tree? This is yellow Moranti. A yellow Moranti. And the reason that I got into productive trees is because I was building out the little shelter enclosures for all the beehives, but I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just doing that for the beehives. And look at all these colors. I try to match like the output for each hive. Let's see, that one's crimson for the redstone. That one's warp for the diamonds. That one's for gold. That one's for iron. And yeah, it's not a sack match, but you know, it looks okay. It looks okay. So for the productive trees, I plan on sprucing up this little area for all the algae bees right there. So in order to make algae bees, you just right click a bee, pollen. I think that's what you do, right? Let me see. Yeah, you right click a regular old vanilla Minecraft bee with pollen. And again, you can just make the pollen upgrade in order to get pollen in the first place. Just right click bee and you get algae bee. The reason for the algae bee is for, you know, for getting more pollen. They don't produce columns or whatever, just pollen. So good. And put the sim upgrade inside the beehive. Put some leaf blocks right in front of the hive. And you time in the bottom of the beehive and you get lots of pollen. And then you can go ahead, right click whichever tree you want to breed and get that particular tree. Good for building. Good for building. Most of the time. Most of the time. And that's productive trees. I plan on sprucing up the beehives, maybe ramping it up a little bit. Maybe doing like another drawer system, just pull the pollen out. And doing some more range upgrades, putting down some more leaf blocks, keeping track of everything. I'm probably going to move the drawer system from here to there, or maybe split it apart. I'm not quite sure yet. And maybe do some more trees when I have the time. So, let's see, the tree stuff. Talked about getting more bees, of course. And I plan on finishing the barn over there. Not quite sure how it's going to look like, but I'll finish it someday. Someday. And need to do something with the villagers. I might move them somewhere around here. Maybe put them in villages. Build some like generic looking houses around here and surrounding this place here, and maybe fencing it off strategically so all the mobs down there wouldn't come at them and destroy them. We'll have to lock them down somehow. So yeah, I'm going to have to do something with the villagers. And with the other villagers, I may repopulate that village down there someday. Someday. It's an idea, but you know, the only villager that's left is a nitwit that's still standing on the edge of a cliff. If I can find him, here it is. So all the way over here. It's on the edge somewhere. Here it is. That's the only villager left, and it's a nitwit. So yeah, I have to build some high walls. Maybe repopulate the village with bread. Don't know what you're thinking about. Yeah, so might do some more stuff with villagers. Mechanism stuff, obviously, that's gonna take a lot of room. A lot of room. Maybe I'll put it like over here somewhere. Maybe over here. And maybe down here. I can always go down here. Always go down here with the mechanism stuff. And well, same thing with the modern industrialization. That might require some room. So same thing with mechanism. Might put it down here because where the heck where else am I gonna put it? Where else am I gonna put it? Maybe along this line. Maybe I'll put it along this line. So yeah, that's the modern industrialization. Alright, so that's it for this episode. This is more of an update episode. Just tell you what I've been up to. And just tell you currently what I'm doing. Such as gears, loadout, stuff like that. And building stuff. And what I built during the off time. So yeah. So this has been another episode of All the Mods 10. I've been FumBlock, and I'll see you next time.